This week has been an extremely tragic week. We unfortunately had another mass shooting, this time in an elementary school in Uvalde, Texas. Uvalde, Texas is a small farming town made up of mostly Latinos. And some idiot, an evil, disgusting human being named Salvador Ramos walked in to the school and killed 19 children and 2 adults. 19 elementary school children and 2 female teachers. And one of the husbands of the female teachers, when he found out his wife got shot, he dropped dead of a heart attack. So this week was just tragic. It reminds you that life is short and you never know what's going to happen one day to the next. Of course, you have people, the politicians, arguing like they do every single mass shooting. Democrats want to get rid of guns, Republicans say hands off our guns, and nothing gets done, and nobody protects the kids. And we have another mass shooting, and then we say the same thing, get rid of guns, hands off guns, back and forth, back and forth. And in the meantime, in between time, it's getting worse and worse. We live in a godless society. When I was growing up, it wasn't no mass shooting. It wasn't like every week. It was like once in a blue moon you heard of somebody getting shot up. It wasn't every day like it is now. And I feel like we have become desensitized to it. But there's no reason for little innocent children to be killed at school. There's no reason for the government not to come together to give every single public school in America military personnel, armed military personnel, to protect the students and teachers from violence. That's where we are. We need to have snipers on the roof of each public school. We need to have military in the front of the school, military in the back, ready to gun anybody down who come in there. The kids have got to be safe. And if we had a government that cared about our children, that's what they would do. Thankfully, I don't have kids, because it would be nerve-wracking for me to have children and have to send them to school and worry about if some lunatic is going to come in there and shoot up the whole school. This is so sick, man. That ruined my whole week. That news, when that happened, like Monday or Tuesday, that ruined my whole week. I was so sad when I found that out. I said, these innocent babies. Oh my God. One little girl covered herself in blood and pretended to be dead. She took the blood of her friend and put blood on herself so she could pretend to be dead. I'm like, a child shouldn't have to do that. A child shouldn't have to do that. Something has to be done. Now we're hearing that the police took like 30 minutes before they went inside the building to stop the shooter. I'm starting to think that the Democrats orchestrated the shooting. I know y'all say I'm a conspiracy theorist, but anytime any of these shootings happen, I keep wondering, is it the Democratic Party sending an agent in there to do the killing, and then they say, oh, we need gun control? Because every day I think we're one step closer to losing the Second Amendment, because I think they're going to say pretty soon that the American public cannot be trusted with guns because people are too mentally ill to be trusted to be safe gun owners. I think that's the agenda. Because why would police wait 30 minutes to go in and help children? Why? Then we hear a teacher left the back door open. Why was the back door left open at the school? She went outside, she came back in, she left the back door open, and that's how the shooter got in. It sounded more and more like an orchestrated hit. It seemed like every time we get gearing up towards election, the Democrats come up with something to rile the people up. You know, they got abortion, saying, oh, we're going to lose abortion rights, and now we got school shootings, oh, we got to protect the kids. But nothing ever gets done to protect the kids. If people really cared about school shootings, like I said, there would be armed military on the roof of every school in America, as well as at the front doors, at the side doors, at the back doors, patrolling the schools, making sure that no unauthorized people get in, and making sure that nobody harms the kids and the students and the teachers. Unbelievable. The mother of the shooter wants forgiveness. I said, fuck you, bitch. You're a terrible mother. You don't get forgiveness for killing 19 innocent babies. The mother is a whore. She need to go to jail. So does the dad. Y'all did a terrible fucking job. If this is a real shooting, and if it was not orchestrated by the U.S. government, and if this is genuinely how they're presenting it, and if this is genuine that an 18-year-old boy just ran up in the school and killed those babies, then yeah, the parents need to be held accountable. I don't know why nobody wants to hold parents accountable for their disgusting children. 18 years old, and you kill. Oh, and he shot his grandma too. I don't know if the grandma's dead yet. They say she was still in the hospital 2 days ago when I checked. So I don't know. She might be dying. She's not gonna make it. He shot his grandma. They say because she didn't buy him a new cell phone. And then he went in and killed 19 kids. If that's true, then we have a serious problem with this generation. This junior generation is the most unstable generation in the history of the universe. How you kill your grandmama because she told you she can't buy you a cell phone? You kill your grandmama because she told you she can't. Well, shoot her. We don't know if she's dead yet. But you shoot your grandma, and then you go kill those innocent babies. Man, I'm pissed. I'm pissed that those kids are dead. I'm pissed that that teacher died. I'm pissed that her husband found out and he had a heart attack. He was in such shock. So now that teacher's children, she had 4 children with her husband. They have no parents. They lost their parents within 3 days. Can you imagine that type of grief? Your mama gets shot dead. Your daddy have a heart attack, and how are they to move on? Unbelievable, man. Unbelievable. We got to stay prayed up. We got to stay prayed up. And we have to really force the government to protect these kids. But I honestly believe they're causing these mass shootings. I believe they're orchestrating these mass shootings. They're hiring agents, and they tell us some crazy story about a cell phone, and that's why he shot his grandmama. It don't make sense. You know, it don't make sense. And we have that shooter that shot the elderly black people in Buffalo. And that's sad. And I saw that video, and that video was so disgusting. I wish I hadn't watched it. To see how he viciously killed those innocent people in Buffalo. I wish I hadn't watched the video. But the shooting in Uvalde, Texas, is worse because it was children. Both are bad. Both are extremely evil. But if I have to pick which shooting is worse, it's the one with the children, because the babies are just innocent and they're young and they didn't get to live any of their lives, and their lives were taken. And the kids who survived are never going to be able to get over that. They say they don't want to go to school. The other kids say they're not going back to school. They're terrified they're going to get shot again, and I don't blame them. I don't blame them. Whoever is responsible for all these killings, if they orchestrated them, if the government is killing these kids at school just to get agendas passed, I hope all these people burn in hell. We're fighting against demonic entities. And like I said, we got to stay prayed up. God bless those beautiful children in Uvalde. May you rest in peace. None of this is fair. God bless them. And God bless the parents, because I know they're going through it. They got to bury their babies. I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy. I wouldn't wish anybody having to bury their little baby. God, is some evil people in this world. Oh, God bless them. God bless them.